Marvel Future Fight fans. I'm Alfonso Gato the Thawell, community lead of Marvel Future Fight, welcoming you to our early Halloween live stream. I'm joined by my co-host, Alex Herrera, project manager of Marvel Future Fight. And tonight we will be discussing our impending X-Men update. Happy almost Halloween, Alex.
Happy almost Halloween, Alfonso. So, I know it's almost Halloween. Don't you think we should have, maybe worn some costumes?
What are you talking about? I am wearing a costume. I am Professor Xavier.
He didn't have a beard.
He did in Earth 1815. There we go.
Okay, I stand corrected.
It's all good. You want some Pez?
I have my own.
All right, here, let's get some Pez right here. Oh, God, I haven't had this since I was a kid. Iron Man. There we go. Hey, it's Halloween, man. Well, it will be.
Close to.
Right. So, Pez. Right. Now, before we go any further, I'd like to let everyone know that Alex and I will be answering viewer questions about the X-Men update near the end of the live stream. Our staff will be monitoring the chat and be checking all of your questions. And at the end of the stream, we will pick out a few choice questions and answer them. So please submit your X-Men update related questions now. Marvel Future Fight has been around for just shy of 3.5 years. And since its inception, fans have been asking for mutants. And we first answered that call with characters such as Wolverine and Magneto. And just recently, we added the Merc with the Mouth, Deadpool. Now the mutant train rolls on with the V450 update, and with the introduction of two of our most requested mutant characters, Gambit and Nightcrawler. And you know what? Gambit is and always has been my favorite X-Men, and you always tell me about how Nightcrawler is your favorite X-Men. Tell me a little bit about why you love Nightcrawler so much.
Well, I think it started with the cartoon series back in the 90s, but then a little bit before that was the arcade game.
Oh, yeah, the arcade game, the 4-player arcade cabinet with the wraparound screens. Oh, that was always so much fun.
It's definitely one of my favorite X-Men to take around and beat up the Sentinels with, for
sure.
Yeah,
bamfing all around.
Yep.
Right. Now, with Gambit, I mean, Remy LeBeau, he's suave, he's sophisticated, he's got that glamour, he can make people do what he wants. Always loved him so much. And then, just his ability to charge up things. And so my favorite moment with him is when he was fighting Gladiator, and his single cards weren't just doing enough damage, so he went, let's see how you take the entire deck. And he just 52 pick up the entire deck right into his chest. Just boom! That right there was my favorite Gambit moment.
Definitely highlight. Yeah. You can see that.
Yeah. So, these two heroes are just some of the content that's being introduced in this update. Now, to see more of what's in store, ladies and gentlemen, making its worldwide debut here on this very live stream is the V450 X-Men Update character video. Now that video was really cool. The CG part though is kind of a teaser, just like this live stream. Teasing right as they're about to attack the Sentinels. We want to see that, but the gameplay. What did you think about that gameplay? You saw the characters right there, you saw them doing their abilities, and we saw my favorite and your favorite characters, and we even got to see a little bit of what the Sentinel can do. What did you think of that video?
I'm really excited for all the players what they're about to see.
Well, we are going to be showing more. You see, that video perfectly sets the stage for the X-Men Update preview stream. Now let's start out with the new characters. So right now we are looking at Sentinel, Gambit, and Nightcrawler. And why don't we start with Sentinel right here. Now as you can see, everybody knows Sentinel. Now the designs may have changed a little bit over the years, and they also differ a little bit depending on artist to artist, but they all have that same look, that quintessential Sentinel look. And this Sentinel has it.
Yeah.
And as you can see, now what is your opinion when you're looking at this character model right here?
I think it's awesome. I mean, like, I like the materials they use for the 3D model, shiny, you know, everything's nice, and of course they have the #1 requirement for all Sentinels is the center chest piece.
There you go, right there. So why don't we take a look at some of his skills? We're just going to take a quick look at just what his skills look like. We don't want to give too much away about the characters, you know, all the particulars and numbers and stats. You can get that from the patch notes. This is just to give you a tease, a taste of what's coming in the update. So why don't we look at the first skill right here? So it looks like just a rush right there.
Yeah, rocket punch.
Right. And then the second skill right there, it's a jump in right there that creates an AoE on the floor right there. And then just his basic attack right there is just the beam, the quintessential Sentinel beam. There we go. So why don't we look at the fourth right there? And energy lash right there. Oh, and you know what? I want to show you something. That energy lash can get more than one character at a time.
Don't forget the #3 there.
#3? Well, I was getting to that. So #3... Boom! We got a shield. We got a shield. And why don't we check that out again if you didn't catch that? Throws it out just like the cap.
Brings it back.
Yep. Now let's look at #5. 5 is always the best.
Yep.
#5. Oh, energy ball and whoa! He's got some ads. Summons some sentinels. But what do? They're just standing there. Okay. But what if I did this? Copycats! Here we go. They actually match your skills. And energy lashes. There we go. Yep, those remind me of when you're watching the cartoon and they had the tentacles grabbing everybody. Yeah, so that is enough of Sentinel right there. Why don't we hop into the next character? We'll go to Nightcrawler next. So jump back to the team menu and check out Nightcrawler. Now here we go, Nightcrawler. And I love how they got that shadowing above the eyes, just like in the comics. Mm-hmm. You know, his face is always partially shadowed no matter what.
Yep.
You got the 3-fingered claws. You got the tail with the spade on the end right there. You got the 3-fingered toes right there.
Tri-toes.
Yeah, tri-toes. Tri-toes. And then, we got some bamfs. We got some bamfing going on. There we go. That looks nice. So why don't we check out his skills? So I'm going to go into the skill menu right here and just run through the skills really quick. You know, nothing too detailed. Just letting you check out the animations, and then you guys will be able to try them out for yourselves, see how well they work out. Oh, did you just see what happened right there?
Was that #1?
Oh, that was #1, but something extra happened. Why don't we take a look with #2 and see if we can see that again? Yep, right there. He's got his little bamf buddies right there. Yeah. Yep. And now why don't we check out #3? Oh, very nice. And I'm going to do it in the opposite direction so you can see, because if you look really close, he actually pulls out a saber and he's swinging it around with his tail and then throwing it at the end. If you can see it flying off screen there. Now, why don't we check out 4 now? Very nice. Does the little lift on the enemies.
Yep.
And then he puts a fear on them. And why don't we check out, always the best, #5. Boom. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Lots of attacks. Summoning bamfs. They're jumping in. They're attacking. Look at that. Look at that. Very good stuff. So that's Nightcrawler right there. What do you think so far?
I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot, yeah.
So why don't we check out my favorite now, Gambit. So we're going to jump back to the team menu, and we're going to jump into Gambit. Now, look at this uniform. This uniform is so awesome. The texture quality, as well as just the texturing on the chest piece. You see that right there?
I really like that.
The uniform is just so cool. It's got the hair, the headband, the eyes, the Gambit eyes.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the Gambit eyes right there. Why don't we jump into his skill? Actually, I'm gonna tap him a couple of times first. Yeah, see some of his animations there. And let's see what we got here. Oh, very nice. Boom. Oh, did you see the card fly at the screen right there? Okay, so why don't we go into the skills now? So let us jump into the skill preview and take a quick look. So there we go. Oh, not like the little jump-in animation.
Yeah.
So skill #1. Very good. Does a couple of swings.
Nice.
Yeah. So So let's look at #2. Throws out some cards. Bam!
Wow.
Yeah, using the staff there a lot. Now let's look at #3. And then here's the cool thing about it. I can actually control the direction he's going.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So I'm gonna bunch them up right here and ba 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 ba. Good stuff.
What kind of effect does that give me?
It looks like he's putting a fear on them.
He's fear on them too.
And a bleed. All right, so here we go. And now number 4. Very nice. Tosses out about half his deck right there. And now the best one, best for last, number 5. And I think that's the whole deck.
Yeah.
That's a lot right there. And he puts some
hits.
effects on them right there.
Yeah.
So now why don't we check out the uniforms now? Those are the new characters, but we got some uniforms. And we have 3 new characters in this update, and we've got a fearsome foursome of new uniforms. So why don't we check them out? Oh, here we go. We got the team in black right here. We got Magneto. Magneto in his Marvel Now uniform. Now, this is the uniform that he wears in the comics when he's training the X-Men in the old Weapon X facility. So why don't we take a look? I mean, and it's just cool. Black's always in style, right? So why don't we take a look at the uniform and see some of the uniform. Okay, so right here, it looks like his passive has changed, and then his other skill that has changed is active number 4, which is Magnetic Storm. There we go. It activates, and then it looks like it just does some steady damage right there. Very nice looking. But you know what? There was something else that we were teasing in his uniform reveal. Yeah. Why don't we take a look at his skills and you see that extra icon there? There we go, tier 3 confirmation. So I'm gonna just do a couple of quick attacks right here to build that meter, and why don't we take a look at that tier 3 skill?
I'm sure everyone who's looking at our teasers knew that this was coming if they paid close attention to
yes we always like to sneak in little things where we can. Okay, it's ready. All right, you ready to see it?
Yeah.
You ready to see it? You want to hit the button?
I got it.
All right, here we go. Very nice cinematic angles there. He looks kind of mad.
Yeah.
There we go.
Just a little bit.
And look, and you can see there's a pattern to the arcing metal right there. It looks like magnetism right there. Very nice. And look at just all those status effects right there.
Yeah, nice.
Very nice. Debuffs. Now that is tier 3 for Magneto. Moving on to the next character. Right here, we have Emma Frost as the Black Queen. There we go. New uniform. Those of you that read the comics should recognize this uniform. And why don't we take a look at her skill changes? So I'm going to go into the uniform right here. Okay, uniform effects. She's got 3 skills changed. Yep. Right here is illusion stab. Let's take a look right there. And
boom.
Boom. That is a stab.
Yeah.
That is definitely a stab. Why don't we check out Enhanced Mind Blast? I wonder what's enhanced about it.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. Whoa. And then, Overdrive. Wow, she just starts pouring the energy on right there. And then the last one is White Queen's Wrath. So why don't we take a look at that? And then, boom, wow, just the whole screen starts shaking and just tons of psychokinetic energy right there. All right, so why don't we jump to, now here's another hotly requested one. Archangel.
Yeah.
Ever since Angel was announced in the game, players have been requesting Archangel as a uniform. And now we've got him. Archangel, one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, death. He is now in the game, new uniform, and why don't we take a look at his new skill changes. So now he's got Wing Shield, skill 3. Let's preview it. Wow, and he just creates a total whirlwind right there. Very nice. And that puts a poison dot on the enemy. Very nice. Now let's take a look at Featherblade. Featherblade creates a different kind of whirlwind, also putting a poison dot on enemy. Nice. I mean, he is death, so it stands to reason that he adds just a little bit of extra pain on his enemies. Now, looking at the last but not least new uniform, X-23 in her X-Force uniform. Standing next to Daddy right there. All right. So why don't we take a look at her new changed skills? So we've got Covert Claw. Why don't we take a look at that?
Sure.
Very nice. Very nice. Little stun right there. And good decent damage. And Wild Rush. Wild Rush is the other changed skill. So she runs in.
Whoa.
There we go. Now, if you look at the character, you see she puts a nice bleed on the character, and the blades, you see them come off of the character and go past the character, so it looks like she can hit multiple people with that. And let's take a quick look at the turnaround of the character.
See the battle animations.
Right? Okay, sure, yeah. A couple of those. Very nice. Fans of X-23 recognize these animations, but in a whole new skin.
Yeah.
All right. Now, why don't we jump into a new mode?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You see, this has been a look at just some of the content from the X-Men update.
Okay.
We've got new characters, we've got new costumes, but now we've got more to talk about. We've already discussed our personal favorites, such as Gambit and Nightcrawler, as well as touching on Sentinel. But there's more to him than just being a new character in this update. Who wants to check out Giant Boss Raid?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
All right. All right. Now, we're going to need more than just the two of us. So let me grab a third player for this boss raid. Michael, come on in here.
Yay.
Now, sitting next to me is Michael Ashkren. He's a new addition to our CM team, new community manager, and he is as big a fan of Marvel as any one of us here. In fact, why don't you give us some of your geek cred with Marvel? What is your history?
So, it started early when I was about 8 years old. Dad just took me to a comic book shop. We started with Spider-Man, we started reading Captain America, and then pretty much everything else from there. Yeah.
All right. Well, do you have any favorite runs?
I'm a big fan of Jonathan Hickman's Avengers run. It came out like a couple of years back. Really like high-minded concepts, and like the ideas you see are still like being used in Marvel Universe today.
Alex, I think you've mentioned that run before too.
Yes, the incursions.
The incursions.
Yeah.
Very nice. So I think we've suitably built your geek cred. So
Yeah.
when we start looking at this new mode. So right now we're looking at our giant boss raid, where you fight not just Sentinels, but the granddaddy, or should I say grandmama of all Sentinels, Master Mold.
Ooh.
Now, you may have known that he was coming from some of our teasers, but you didn't know to what capacity. Giant Boss Raid mode is being introduced to Marvel Future Fight for the first time. And in this update, our first giant boss is Master Mold. So, looking at this menu right here, I'm actually going to read this because I like it. I like what it says. Intended disaster. Master Mold, created with the sole purpose of eliminating mutants, concludes that fewer mutants would be born if the world's population decreases. The merciless machine begins its attack against all of humanity. You must stand together against it if you wish to survive. Now that just sets the stage right there, doesn't it? All right. Now, before we jump into it, I want to take a quick look at the rewards menu right here. It shows you just some of the stuff that you can win. You know, gold, CTPs, Nornstones, and then there's a couple of new icons. Do you notice them, Alex?
Yeah. What are those?
Okay. Well, you know what? I could, spill the beans and tell you all about it, but I think that we're just gonna leave it as a little tease right now, and you can learn more about what they are when the update comes out, or when you read the patch notes just before release. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do quick start and create a lobby. And then we're going to jump into the mode and see how well we do. So I'm going to create my team of gotta have Gambit, gotta have Nightcrawler, and I'm going to make Sentinel fight its creator. Well, I mean not Trask, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right. So we got another team jumping in right here. And then we got all of our teams ready to go. So why don't we ready up? Everybody's got to ready up.
I'm ready.
Perfect. Why don't we start and see how well we do?
Ooh, nervous.
All right. Don't be nervous. We've
Master
got
Mold.
justice on our
Yeah,
side.
but it's Master Mold.
Right. Well, there's a reason that this is a giant boss raid. It should have a difficulty commensurate to its title.
Definitely.
So let's see how well we do. Oh, very nice.
Whoa.
Very nice. We got some cinematics playing here. You think we can beat him?
Maybe.
Let's see. Let's see how well we do. Okay, let's run in. Got to come in around the corner. Oh, he's already got his sentinels.
You guys go first.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
Co-op.
Co-op. Oh, there we go. Co-op skills.
Light needles down.
Oh, wow, already?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. Okay. Oh. I'm down.
Whoa, I
Gambit.
got pushed out. Whoa.
You got pushed out?
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Now I have a Nightcrawler.
Okay, I'm on Emma. Emma's on this one.
Okay, let's see. Wow, this is tough. This is really tough. Okay, you know what? Let's.
I'm rocking my thing.
I'm just flapping.
Right. You know, I am down to Sentinel. Let's see if a Sentinel can do better against his own kind.
Nope,
I'm
I'm out.
now.
Okay. Let's see. How many we got
Bring out
left?
the chopper.
Yeah, like 3
Chopper.
left.
Get to the chopper.
Got 3 left? Yeah, 3.
Oh.
Yeah,
There we go.
give your healing ability.
Let's see. Oh. Wow. So it's oh. I'm down. I'm down. Who's left?
It's all
This is
Michael.
Wolvie.
Just Wolvie? Well, come on. Get him. It's all down to you, Michael.
Yeah. No, he doesn't.
No.
like me.
Wow.
I was like,
Wow.
We just got annihilated. I mean, obviously, we either didn't have the right team, we didn't have the right setups, we didn't have the right gear.
Yeah.
So I believe that it is up to you at home to save humanity. Figure out what it takes. Figure out what the right setups. Figure out what the right teamwork is to defeat this boss and take him down.
Nice job.
Where we failed, it is up to you to succeed. Michael, thanks for helping us with Master Mold.
no problem.
Feel free to stick around for the rest of this team.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks, Michael.
there we go. Now, as promised, let's answer some viewer questions on this X-Men update.
Sure.
For our viewers out there, we've been collecting our questions, and let's see what we've got. So, Matt Schneider asked, why does Nightcrawler have mini summons? Well, that's a very easy question, but I will let Alex, as the Nightcrawler fan, answer that one.
Those are his, like, little mini bamfs. I believe they are his family members or part of his bloodline or something like that, right?
So basically, he summons them from a different dimension,
There you go.
and basically, like, there's a blood pact where a little bit of genetic material is taken, and it creates these
The mini-
creatures
the
that
mini
that
bams.
he can summon, and that's why they look just like him. And you know, also with his father, when his father summons them, they look just like his father. Right. Let's see. Will Gambit bring any Morlocks? Well, I mean, you saw the character, you saw his abilities, what we got there is what we got. But hey, maybe in the future, maybe some Morlock characters will be introduced in the future. Halloween update. You know what? Why don't we wait and get back to that one?
Yeah,
All right.
I think that one.
Okay, sure. Will we be seeing more mutant villains? Well, I mean, we got a new costume for Magneto. We just introduced Sentinel. I mean, that's 2 right there. I mean, maybe in the future we'll have more highly requested characters.
Strong baby.
Yeah, we just gotta see. We gotta see what happens in the future. Is Emma Frost going to cost bios? Well, I mean, Emma Frost is already in the game, and she's an X-Gene character, and so basically it's just you only got to do what you already have to do to get her in the game. I mean, nothing different. Her new uniform is a uniform just like anything else. It costs crystals. You buy the uniform, you apply it to the character, and bam, you're done. Let's see, what else? Oh, you know what? I did not read the name of that. Eric asked the Emma Frost one. And let's see, who else? Will X-23 get new ways to be farmed? Well, we just we are currently doing our pre-update event where you can get X-23 biometrics. But if anything does change in the future, we'll let you know.
Definitely on our
Facebook
page.
And that one is from Fabio. Let us move the screen, Albert, so I can read the questions.
You got one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one more. Yeah.
So sorry about that. At home, we just had something covering our questions real quick. Are we ever going to get level 70 for older characters? Well, as you know, what we do is when we decide on tier 3 characters, we add rank up potential to them, and then that unlocks the ability to rank them up to level 70. But even characters that don't have the ability to unlock tier 3 yet, we've been progressively adding the ability to unlock potential and rank them up. And like new characters, for example, you know, Gambit and Nightcrawler and Sentinel, they, as new characters, have the ability to be ranked up to level 70 right off the bat. But they do not have tier 3 just yet. You know, tier 3 is something that takes a lot of careful planning and balancing, and so that is bit by bit that we're doing.
All right.
Now, for our viewers out there, if you'd like to learn more about what's contained in the update, stay tuned to Mobram for the patch notes just before release. There's a lot more coming in this update. For example, we have a new gold package in the store, and it's for emergency situations. We know that upgrading characters, gear, skills, etc. is expensive, so we have a new gold pack that only shows up when you have less than 1 million gold. Also, you can now rewatch the Tier 3 rank up animations for any of your characters with each of their uniforms straight from the uniform menu. We know that with these are really cool one-offs that you see just once when you upgrade your characters, and a lot of players wanted the option to watch them again, or see them with different equipped uniforms. So I'm happy that we're able to finally make this an option for players. Now that's just a taste, and for more details on the rest of this update, additions, changes, and quality of life improvements, just check out the Marvel Future Fight Wolverine page when those patch notes do go live. We'd also like to use this live stream to tease some upcoming Marvel Future Fight events for the very first time. Now, as was mentioned during the Q&A, we do have a Halloween event that is starting imminently that runs up to Halloween with fun content and prizes. And for more details, just watch our social media. We also have, just to celebrate this X-Men update, an X-Men uniform discount event, as well as a discount for Emma Frost?
Wait, what kind of discount?
Well, you know what? Why don't you just stay tuned to our social media?
All right.
Keep an eye out, right? All right. Now, thanks to everyone for joining us on our live stream, and for your continued support of Marvel Future Fight. The X-Men update goes live at 11 p.m. on October 23rd, and once again, Alex and I would like to wish, well, and Michael too. Yeah. Michael, we let you stay around. Yeah. Right. Alex, Michael, and I would like to wish everyone a happy Halloween.
Early Halloween.
Oh, early Halloween, yes. Oh. Hey. Ooh, Marvel candy sticks. Oh, and tattoos. I got Thor. Awesome. Hey, you want one?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Sure. There we go. Candy sticks. Marvel candy sticks. You want a candy stick? Yeah. There we go. Marvel candy sticks. Marvel candy sticks. Happy Halloween, and update comes out tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.